Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Welcome back to the channel, and we're here to do another video here today on the game. In today's video, though, we are going to be talking about ways that you can get Dream Gems absolutely free, some things that you might not have noticed, some ways to get pick some more stuff up. Now, depending on where you are in the game, you might be able to get more, maybe a little bit less, but we're going to go through all the ways that you can get free Dream Gems that is used for energy refreshes and for keys. These are the two primary things that you're going to be using your currency on, depending on what game you're from. Like this is your kind of your premium currency, right? And so right now, anyways, you're going to be using this on either great keys or on just the standard shadow keys, but having more of this is going to be very helpful. So we're going to be looking at all the ways that you can pick this up that you might not have thought about. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Oh, sorry, wrong scene. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the gallery. I'm pretty sure it's in the gallery, right? So if you click on a character, now I'm using Scarlet Witch a lot. She's one of my main characters. But if you go into a couple of areas, there's story 1, story 2, and story 3. And how you unlock this is through level ups for each of the characters. So I think it's 10, 20, and 40 across the screen here. And you do get a little bit of gems. Now, it's not a lot. However, this does stack very quickly and we're going to see how you're going to be able to get this for every character that you have unlocked. There's also this bond. Oh, sorry, not the bond. Yeah, I thought it was in the bond section. Is it not? Is it not there? Where is it? Or is there another section? I thought it was in the bond. Why is it not there? Details? Details? No, okay, not the bond. There's another area, I thought, where you could do that. Anyways, what you can do is, because we have, and we'll get to that anyways. I should have known that a little bit better. But we have the free refunds, right? And I think it's in the event section. I do want to kind of just point this out. That the time reversal is very, very generous. We have 29, or basically a month, since the game started to reset all of your characters for free. You can do this as much as you want. You get all of your resources back 100%. So make sure you utilize that for testing out some characters. Now, for the purposes of this, we are going to go ahead and we're going to reset my Hulk. I'm not really using him a lot right now anyways. So we're just going to refund his stuff. Get all the energy back. We're going to refund. You know, actually, while we're here, we're going to take Echo up to 20 because then I can get my free gems from Echo. It should be in there, I hope, unless I already did it. Where's Echo? Or do I have to ascend her in order to do it? Because I didn't actually do that. Reach level 25. My bad. It's 25. Okay, so I do have to do that. Right? We have to ascend her, which I don't have. I'll have to do that a little bit later and refund somebody else where I can get those resources. But you can basically do this and take all these characters up as basically high as you can. You can go to max. Apparently, I'm missing some of the ascension materials for some of these characters. Absolutely wild. Maybe I can do. Can I do it with Falcon? Right. These are the characters that I haven't even touched yet. No. Why do I not have any of these other ascension materials for some of these? So you do need that, right? You do need, or you can refund somebody else in order to get that. I'm kind of lazy because these are like my top 5 characters, top 6 characters that I'm using in my game right now, and I don't really want to do that for them, because then I have to re-put all the stuff back into them. Let's do Psylocke, right? So let's, can I do any of these characters up? There we go. No, we can't. This is hilarious. Okay, so let's just refund my Doppelganger. Oh my god, I don't want to refund Doppelganger, but I can just redo this anyways. It won't take that long. That's cosmic, actually. This stuff is for fighters, right? Okay, so we're going to refund that, and we're going to put this back into Psylocke, right? So we're going to take her up. We're going to send her. It's the same material. So I can do this, and then I'm going to take her up basically to max, even though I'm going to refund her anyways. And then we can go back, and we can go to the... it should be in the gallery, right? Where I was just talking about with Psylocke. And then you can get the free gems, which I already done for the first one. I think I refunded her before as well, right? So you can do this every single time. Now, once you hit level 40, and I'm level 29, or I will be 29 soon, you know, I think maybe a couple more days and get to level 40, and you can do the exact same thing for all of the characters that you have unlocked. It looks like I did that for Drew Sleepwalker as well, so I can claim that. I'm basically going to go through all of the characters that I have unlocked, and that's going to give me an additional 20 to 30, depending on what account level you're at, for every single character that you have unlocked. Make sure you go through that and you pick up these free gems that you can get absolutely for free. It's very easy to do, just maybe a little bit time tedious. and then you have to go back through some of your other characters and like, you know, the ones you're actually using, and put all your resources back into that. And while I'm here to talk about refunding and resources and things like that, I do want to kind of make mention that you can do this for highlights as well. So if you click on the highlight, you can actually go and you can reset this and get all your materials back for highlights that you may have upgraded that you don't actually want to use, or you want to put towards something else. I think you might also be able to do this with artifacts. No? Or maybe artifacts? Enhance window? Maybe you can't get this back for artifacts. If you can, I don't know where the button is. So it might not be for artifacts, so do keep that in mind. If you do upgrade any of these, we're going to be talking about this in a separate video though when it comes to artifacts, and which are good and which one you should be, and what stats you should be looking out for, that kind of thing. That is where some min-maxing does occur, because the stats that appear as you level them up are a little bit random. But as far as highlights go, which is very important, and for actual character resources, that can all be refunded. Now let's continue on in terms of where you're able to get some gems, and this might be pretty obvious, but some people may have been skipping out on this. So if we go back to the memento section and we go back to Scarlet Witch, and I just click on there, there are some stuff I haven't done, right? Just because I've been super lazy, and it comes to that, because you only need to do like the main mission, and then it kind of carries you on. You can keep going through the main missions. You don't have to do these if you don't want to, these side missions. Now, the minion challenges, those can be used with your characters. So that can be used with your characters that you have currently, which will be super easy if you're well above the level requirement. The other ones, though, which is the number 2s here, I can go back to, can I cancel this out, actually? There. Oh, nope. What I meant to do is go back to that. And then the second missions, it's called a tactic challenge. This is where it kind of uses characters. They just give you characters, and you have to be able to clear the mission based on using map tactics, right? And so that's going to give you an additional 15 gems as well. So if you do each of these missions, it's going to be 30 gems each. This will add up. Again, stuff that I haven't even done because I'm kind of lazy. I'm going to go back and do that as well. Same thing for the Moon Knight areas, so you're going to get 30 for each of those as well. So that's really important. That's going to add up and allow you to get more keys or more energy. Like I said, you're either going to use the Dream Gems for energy. Now, as far as energy goes or power, I do not recommend using this in the 120 Dream Gems. You can refresh energy at 30, I think 3 times at 30, 3 times at 60, and then 3 times at 120. If you're spending, go for it on the Dream Gems at 120, but I mean, a key for summoning is like 150, so I don't like the idea of basically spending as much Dream Gems as a key on the orb power. I'm not that impatient, so I'm not going to be doing that in terms of my exchange. Now, obviously, you're also going to get this stuff by making sure that you get 3 stars on your missions, right? That's going to be really important in terms of being able to get that. There's also make sure you're clicking on the stems and the branch missions, right? Because you're going to get lots of stuff for that. A lot of the different rewards. Now you're going to get some keys mostly on that. I need to finish up my Juggernaut levels, and a lot of it does come from your challenges. Kind of spoke about this a little bit in my tier list video. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do in the, I'm going to leave that in the description down below. It was my last video that I put out. But basically that you do get first time Dream Gems for getting a 3-star on all your missions. And some of these I haven't done. I'm going to have to go back and do, apparently I just unlocked the 3rd level as well. So I need to go back and do this. But you can see here that if you get the 3rd star, you get 20 Dream Gems. Now you can always go back and do this. Like if you don't end up doing it the first time around, you can do this when you're a little bit higher level. Go back and do that and just spend. You're still getting the XP for that as well, but you know the Dream Gems will start to stack up. Again, you get 30 per challenge, so this is a lot, right? You know, over here, I didn't get the 3-star on this. Maybe I'll get this, you know, in a couple of levels. Don't have a lot of AoE characters, strong AoE characters that I'm using right now. I would like to get an Iron Man, but that hasn't happened yet. And then again, there's so many of these challenges at different tiers. Again, things that I may have, if it has a check mark, that means you've done the 3-star, by the way. So again, you know, some first-time rewards here, lots of stuff that I missed out on. If you get the 1-star, you don't get the Dream Gems. At 2-star, you get 10, and at 3-star, you get another 20. So that's 30 per challenge, per difficulty. So that can really stack up as well. Rune Raid, once you get that unlocked as well at level 13. Same thing, right? You know, there's tons, actually. There's 6 of them. So there may have been ones that you haven't done or ones that you missed out on. So that's quite a lot there. And then eventually you will, if you haven't yet, you will eventually get Fabled Finds, and that does unlock as well. I'm now on to the Doppelganger Fight. Yesterday was Thread, I think, right? Thursday, and so now we're on to Friday. And we have the Doppelganger one, so I'm going to be doing this in a little bit here as well. You know, making sure that you clear that within 50 seconds to get the maximum 3 stars. So that's where you're going to get a lot more gems that way. And also make sure you're running your Crimson campaign. This is something that I do want to mention. And there's a lot here for your first time rewards here across the bottom, right? It doesn't matter actually apparently, it doesn't matter which difficulty that you run. You can do this on difficulty 1 or 2, and you can get up to a 300 Dreamgems. You just have to make sure you clear this. I think it's like 3 times. But in total, you do want to clear this about 5 times because you will get yourself 300 of these Sidorak emblems, which you get for clearing this weekly, and you can get some good stuff. This is where I got my epic unstable molecules from, and then I think I'm going to be saving that a little bit after that as well. You can also use this to spend your orb energy to get some instant artifacts, but I would just do the artifact missions, though, instead of doing it from here. But that's just my thoughts there as well. And finally, this might have been noticed by you guys, but if it hasn't, if you click on the events tab, but mainly this is the main events tab, but if you click on this, okay, I'm gonna have to move my cam box here. You can see at the bottom left-hand corner here, there's this button over here for other events. This is what I want to kind of point out that some people might not have noticed. This is really important here. If you do follow on X, you do get, or on Facebook, I think, you do get 150 Dreamgems for free, which is my square is blocking the way, but it is there. 150, and Discord binding as well. You get another 150 Dreamgems by doing this, by binding your Discord account. Make sure you do that. There is a channel on the Discord server that allows you to do this. Binding NGP email. I'll admit I'm not 100% sure what this is. I am currently running this on my LD player Android emulator, and so if it brings up a browser, it's not going to work too well on my LD player, so I might have to do this from my phone. But there is an additional 150 Dreamgems and then 50 monthly as well. Maybe I'm stupid. I actually don't know what NGP is or what it's supposed to stand for, but there is some more additional gems there. And this is a big one that I want to talk about. Now, this is something that has to be done very early on in the game for you to get a lot of Dreamgems. So there's this invitation code, and you can copy this, and other players can use your invitation code. So basically like a referral thing, but this does have to be done, I believe, before level 16 on your account. So if you're a new player and you haven't started playing Marvel Mystic Mayhem yet, you can use your invitation code or send it to somebody else as well to get a lot of free gems. There's 450 for just doing the tasks, up to 5 players. You can see here. Now, I've already done this with some people in my Discord server. I do have a section in my Discord server as well where you can post these codes. So if you want to do that, you can feel free to join the Boilon Discord server, and you can post those as well. And you're going to get a lot of different Dreamgems here. And also, if those people that you invited do a variety of different tasks as well, you're getting so much more as well. Up to 200 up to 300 per player on just the progress missions, and this is going to be like things like leveling up and playing the game. So that can be an additional 1,500 Dreamgems just from the progress missions. And the recharge task, this is spending. So if any of those players do spend or buy any of the packs, namely over here, Scarlet Witch pack is worth 270 Dreamgems. So if any of them do that, you can stack up to an additional like 380 per player. So there's like a total of like 3,500 Dreamgems in this kind of invite code stuff. So it's worth quite a lot, but you do have to get other people to use your code and put this in before level 16. So 15, 16, something like that. I forget exactly what it is. I might even say actually if I click on it. It does not. I just remember seeing it on the bottom of the screen, and I'm past that level now, so I can't really see it again now. So lots of ways that you can get free gems. Make sure you do this stuff here at the, if you have nothing else to do. Also some other things. No, I think that was actually it. I think that was mostly it that we got to cover. There's also achievements, of course. Make sure you're going through the achievement windows, and you can get small bits of Dream Gems as you play the game, but that's pretty natural for most games that you're going to get slow drips. And I just wanted to cover this at the start. Tomorrow we're going to be covering more things in more details, like characters, artifacts, things that you're probably going to be getting into. But I just wanted to cover this really early on so that you guys had an idea of how to pick up some more gems for free, so that you guys can use it towards your keys, whether you're pulling for Iron Man or if you're just pulling for the standard characters here as well. Because if you do eventually get a Mercy at 80 pulls here, and I don't have it anymore because I pulled it on my tier list video, but you do get a free legendary character at 40 pulls, so that's something to keep in mind as well. We'll be doing more pulls on the channel in the days and weeks ahead, though. So that's going to be it for now, everybody. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Are you enjoying Marvel Mystic Mayhem? Make sure that you give the game a shot. It is available on mobile devices. Global launch was just on Wednesday. So this is going to be the start of day 3 today of Marvel Mystic Mayhem. I'm super excited, and there's going to be more videos on this almost every single day, probably. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.